Thank you for coming. Real brief here, I'll read the firefighter's prayer. We'll save the moment of silence after we march on over there. If you could all remove hats, I'll say a quick one here. As the fireman's prayer, when I am called to duty, God, whenever flames may rage, give me the strength to save some life, whatever be its age. Help me to embrace a little child before it is too late, or some older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently put that fire out. I want to fill my calling and give the best in me to guard my neighbor and protect his property. And if according to your will I have to lose my life, please bless me with your protecting hand. Thank you. We now invite auxiliary member Al Meston and full-time member Bo Lindquist to come lay the wreaths. We're going to make our way over to the Firefighters Memorial across the road there. So we'll march in front of the trucks. Trucks will follow and head on over in that order. Thank you. All right. Thank you for coming. I invite Nikki Ashton up to say a few words.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here with so many brave women and men in our community to commemorate a very tragic event that didn't just touch, obviously, our neighbors to the south, but our country and countries around the world. Today we gather to honor firefighters and people on the front lines, police officers that gave their lives trying to save others on this day 10 years ago. We know that 343 firefighters had their lives taken from them on the grounds of the World Trade Center, and so did more than a dozen police officers on that fateful day. So every year we gather to recognize their courage and their bravery in running in to save the lives of so many people on that day. We also acknowledge the service women and men that fought for our country and have defended our country in difficult times, including in war after 9/11. But we also recognize that it's people like yourselves that work and put your lives on the line and show courage every day in trying to keep our community safe, whether it's here in Thompson, whether it's communities across the north, whether it's when it's during firefighter season. And we recognize that the same kind of courage that was shown 10 years ago in New York City is the kind of courage that you show in keeping our community safe, in keeping our north safe. And so today we thank you. We think of those that aren't with us. And we continue to stand with you and firefighters across our country and the world, and service people across our country and around the world, and recognizing your sacrifice. Thank you.
Mr. Bindle, I also invite you up to say a few words.
Welcome everyone. I'm here today for the same reason you're here today. We're here to recognize the families and pay respect and show our support for the families and victims of 9/11. This is 15 years later and we'll never forget. We turn to you, we turn to the firefighters, we turn to the police, and we turn to the emergency services whenever there's an emergency. We rely on you. When something happens, you run towards it and you protect us, and we appreciate it. And many have lost their lives, and today is an opportunity for us to show our gratitude and to sincerely thank you.
Finally, Mayor Dennis Fensky.
Welcome everyone on this very somber and remembering day. for the events that happened in 2001. To all the first responders here in front of us, as well as those around Canada and the world, it's a day of recollection of fellow workers and partners that lost their lives, family members lost their lives in a terrible act. But in remembering everyone as we go through this process, it comes very evident, and has become very evident over the years, that as first responders, you need to look after yourselves, and we need to look after you. So especially those that see this every day fight and may suffer from PTSD, that you seek the right resources, that we provide the right resources, that you deal with issues that we hope never to face as individuals, as members of the general public. So on behalf of everyone here, we want to thank your efforts today, yesterday, and in the future. And at this time, I'd like to ask us to bow our heads and observe a moment of silence. Thank you.
I invite everyone to come back to the hall. There's coffee and donuts, and we're just going to walk back. Thank you.